the first conversation I want to have is in regards to will.i.am, specifically, and the Black Eyed Peas' legacy. So I think he was talking with Pharrell, and they were just discussing, will.i.am thinks that the Black Eyed Peas should be viewed as a black group that had success and that they should be more appreciated within the black community. And this became more interesting because a lady by the name of Kim Hill, who was formerly in the group before Fergie was the female voice for the group, she came out and she told her whole story, and the Black Eyed Peas went in a different direction because they wanted to be perceived as more mainstream. So I just want to see, how do you feel about that? I guess my first question is, how do you feel about the Black Eyed Peas being viewed as a successful black group?
Who's going first?
Guess first, man. Go for it.
Okay.
Get off your chest.
So first of all, I don't view them as a black group because I think it's only
Never.
him and one other person that's half black or something. And I think the other two, I think what Fergie's one, of course. He was trying to do blackfishing here and there back in the day, cultural appropriation there. But that's a whole other thing for another day. And I think the other person.
Did anyone think Fergie was black, white, or what?
No, people actually believed it. Not me though. Even though I was younger at the time, I think I was like.
I knew that was a white girl up in the video, man.
I didn't think she was, but I think that whole statement or the whole conversation, it was just so dumb. I watched it 3 times to try to understand his perspective. I didn't get it. I didn't get the perspective, and so I'm like, nah. If it was him on his own when he went solo, yeah, you're black. There's no kind of black. That's another conversation for another day. But that's a mixed group. It's a mixed group, and I think it started off being like a conscious group, but then it just went mainstream. As Kim Hill said, it went mainstream. Their message just changed completely. Like, I hate when people do this thing where it's for their own convenience, like where you can have the conversation a long time ago, but why are you having the conversation now? Where it's not them, it's not black. It's just not black. Simple and short.
That's a fact. Yeah. Do you know what? The way I feel about it is, I think will.i.am deserves to be celebrated as a very successful black musician.
Absolutely.
Deserves more flowers than I think he gets from the community. I think what he managed to achieve with Black Eyed Peas is astronomical. What he managed to do solo, and then you know what? I always think he's got a good ear because he also managed to, or not a good ear, but he's very good at helping other people. So obviously he had a massive influence in Fergie's solo career. You also look at acts like Cheryl Cole. He also managed to help her and propel her to heights she probably wouldn't have reached.
Absolutely.
So I think he deserves to be celebrated, but there's no way I'm celebrating the Black Eyed Peas as a black group. No way. No. Not with Fergie all up in the video saying, spending all my money. I mean, come on.
But do you know what though? Do you know what I'd say to that? I think there's an argument for it up until a certain point. So when you listen to like Ella Funk, and you listen to the album before that, there's still elements of soul, there's still elements of like black music. But when they crossed over to the end and the beginning, those albums where the lines blurred and it became way more techno poppy.
Yeah. You can't, there's nothing black about the end. Great album.
Amazing album, but very, very.
It's true.
Very like, you know. What you know what I'm saying? Like,
there's nothing black about Meet Me Halfway.
Yeah, 100%.
I love that song though. I love that song.
It's an amazing song.
Same. I love that song.
The album is amazing, but they can't.
There ain't nothing black about it.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's where it gets misconstrued. Because I agree. I mean, you look at their first hit. Where
is the Love?
Where is the Love? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. That's very conscious, and I guess that's very in line with what they wanted to achieve. But boy, did they leave that very quickly.
True, you know.
And they knew what they needed to do to have success. And the thing that kind of disappoints me is you look at Kim's story, and they were being told that, you know, in order to have success, they were like, you have to get rid of the female in the group, and, you know, we'll switch it out and we'll give you Fergie. I'm not going to pit women against women because, you know, I think Fergie's talented in her own right. But do you disagree, Manny?
That one that's always screaming.
Nah, I think Fergie's talented.
You know what? She gave us that album. Luxuries was amazing. That was a great album. But live,
okay, I hear that. Do you know what? She's got no one to blame but herself. Because when she did the national anthem, she was looking crazy.
I'm gonna break everyone's ears here.
Nah, my ears are bleeding.
The NBA players' reactions are just so funny, man.
Nah, you know when you add too much sauce, like you know when you have fries, and there's just an amount of right sauce. You know what I'm saying? and then when you just drench it in sauce and the chips become wet. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's
That's what she did when she tried the national anthem. But in terms of like my opinion, in terms of like, are they considered a black? Yes, they are. Right. The reason why I say that.
I'll let you off.
The reason why I say that is because I know of some people in the industry who don't necessarily. They make music not necessarily targeted towards the black, Afro-Caribbean, African community. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. They target specifically the white audience, and they're very successful. I'm not going to mention a name now because, like, I want them to come and back their reasons of why they do that. But I know people who actually produce, and I know people who actually sing in those sort of segments. But then are you going to turn around and say they're making white music? They're successful in their field currently at the moment, but you can't then turn around and say, oh yeah, they're making white music. For example, let's take Lil Jon. He's out in every festival with dubstep, just every festival doing that. Like he's moved away from hip hop. And but the thing is, he is monumental. Like he is actually a legend in the game.
I agree. The Lil Jon might not be the right example, and I say that because Lil Jon made music for black people. You know, he did. These man, obviously, they made the conscious decision to say, hey, yo, that stuff ain't working at the moment. We're not making peace from it. Completely understand. And that's not the first time a black artist has been forced to jeopardize their sound in order for success. Like, completely get it. But then you can't make that sound and then say, oh, now I want to be recognized by black people. It's not happening. Even to that point, one of the people in the band is Filipino, and then there's a white lady, 2 black people. It's not a black band. As I end up saying, oh, you know what? We wish we were respected more within the black community. That I tell them to fuck off, because what? Fraser's the only black person in the band. You got Talisa and Dappy, who are Greek.
I agree.
That one's a controversial one, Steve.
I can't back you on that one, because the thing is, N-Dubz was respected by the black community. Of course, they had their fame,
but they weren't black. They were respected, but they weren't black. I think only Fraser.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's only Fraser. But I think Talisa and are they Congolese too? Are they Congolese?
But that, I think the point I'm trying to make when it comes to the N-Dubz example, is more if you don't get they are respected, but if you want to be viewed, I think will.i.am now wants to come out and be like, I deserve this sort of respect. If for whatever reason N-Dubz came out and said, oh, we deserve that sort of respect, and black people said, no, we're not giving it, I'd understand. They've got the respect, so maybe in the terms of that, they don't have to fight for that. But will.i.am now coming out years later after the band has had all the success and now saying, oh, I think we should be respected in the black community. If someone says, no, I'm not hearing that, I understand.
Yeah. It's almost like Bruno Mars as well should be classified as black because he makes R&B music. I think he is not black, so just put him in this category. The lines start to get blurred, you know. So I think it's better to put people where he's from.
Where is he catfish? I think he's Puerto Rican.
Wait, let me go look at my Googles. Let me go and see.
Nah. Ain't he Hawaiian or something like
that? Yeah,
Hawaiian.
Let me check.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, his name is Peter Janae Hernandez. Or Gene, I think he said Gene or Green. I don't know. But his name is Hernandez,
These people, they get away like...
Oh, yeah, no, he is Hawaiian.
Yeah, he's Hawaiian, yeah.
What, fully Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not even also black.
he's robbed a living. But I don't know if people think he's black.
People thought he was black until like earlier, like in recent years. I think people are starting to like be more open about like. I think when he started to win BET awards, people started to say, "Okay, is he black? Should he really be in this kind of spaces where he's
Yikes!
That could
What's Bruno Mars doing at the BET Awards?
Can you imagine?
I like the Bruno Mars songs. What the fuck is he doing?
That Kanye West clip is hilarious.
That's
how I feel.
I am screaming, man. I love the conversation.
But then even the fact that they didn't protect Sis more, you know, with Kim Hill, and then man just took the record deal.
Imagine.
And obviously I think from her stance, she wasn't really willing to bend on her stance, and she felt like this should be a group that discussed
Blackness, unapologetic.
blackness and black issues. She weren't really willing to bend on that. So I think I kind of wish, she'd been protected a bit more as well.
Absolutely.
It's just, I guess, it's a bit of a shame. I'm gonna give will.i.am himself the flowers that he deserves. Again, he's made countless bangers. Black Eyed Peas always have a special place in my heart for what they did on Boom Boom Pow.
Yeah.
But do I see them as a black group? I'm gonna have to say no.
No.
I guess that's a good way to end that conversation. Everyone say how they feel? Do they see Black Eyed Peas as a black group?
Nope.
That's a no for Manny.
I'm gonna say no, but I'm not mad if someone believes they are.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I can come and kill myself, Sha.
Eman, what are you saying?
Would it be safe to say that they're part of the Bammy group?
What's the Bammy?
The BAME!
Man said the Bammy.
The BAME!
When Eman said that,
I know it's BAME, but Bammy. I ain't part of Bammy.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to him.
You know what?
The way you look at it is, can they go to the BET Awards?
Oh Lord, let me see. Did they win any BET Award? Let me actually check. Don't check.
Probably for best new hip hop group. They never made hip hop a day in their life.
It's something like, is it Vanilla Ice and be nominated for a Soul Train Award? I said, what? Vanilla Ice and Soul Train together?
I
was
so terrible. That's just clout chasing.
Nah, I feel like these award shows there, they lose integrity sometimes. Let me see.
For real.
Let me see if they got any
Lost
awards.
all integrity, in my opinion.
They actually got BET Awards. They actually won an award in 2006.
Jeez. What was it for?
Soul Group?
For group, yeah.
06, okay.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a tens, I'll be looking at it sideways. But 06, I can allow it just about.
Yeah.
What are they making then? That
was an nominee, but they didn't get an award. Good, thank God.
That must have been when they just came out, though. To be fair, because I think they came out in 2005.
What, when they did the rebrand?
Yeah. Whereas I want to say Where's the Love came out in 2005.
Maybe even earlier. I feel like that song.
2006 when they came up with the Brazilian remix. Oh,
might have been, when they're all up in there. Jacob Benito and that.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was a time to be alive.
That man been culture vulture from early, yeah.
Yo, you have to respect it.
The song slapped though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, in terms of like,
they ain't ever been to Brazil.
In terms of like the genre, you know what? The best place to start on whether they are a black group or not is to actually define them by the genre. So would you say that they're techno? Would you say that they're soul? What would you say? Or would they just say they're
I think they'll be most remembered for the techno music they made.
I don't know. Maybe pop.
Yeah, pop. Probably pop is the easiest.
Definitely pop. But even 2006, it wasn't that My Hump, Pump It. Yeah, that's where.
Jeez, these men have been about for a while.
They've been here for time because I know I was in primary school, basketball, secondary school at that time.
Yeah,
that was My Hump's time, definitely. That was a banger too.
Yeah,
that's a banger. Hey, yo, put some respect on their name. My Hump is dumb crazy.
I remember that video.
Our space, once they're gonna be accepted in other spaces too, like they're gonna be accepted in the MTVs or that kind of stuff. Space for the black groups, man. Because we're overlooked in the white spaces, so why are they gonna try and come to our space and take over our space? You know?
I hear that.
Not wrong.
That's a fact. Okay. Well, I guess that concludes that topic.